You're on tune to Nice Up TV. Bless up yourself.
Out here though, reggae online.
Alright, greetings. I'm Hawkeye with Nice Up TV. I've got System Unknown Sound with me. Roots Radicals, Operator Andy and Sir Raymond. First up, just like to give a little introduction yourself, the kind of music you play, and yeah, sort of a little bit how you got into it.
Yeah, I mainly play dancehall, from everything from the early dancehall all through the 80s and even later in the 90s. Got into it purely through sound system culture, actually. So yeah, and been a big lover of reggae for a long time. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, about the same. Lots of oldies, bit of everything really, across the board. Yeah, actually got into it largely through sound system culture. Also, you know, it's one of those genres that's well, reggae. It's been in my life for a little while, but not as predominantly until, you know, getting into sound system culture. Mm.
Yeah, ditto, likewise. I love my roots, love my dub, love a big 4/4 beat, and love heaps of bass.
Yeah, nice, nice. So, just want to tell the people a little bit what they expect to hear when they come to a System Unknown dance.
Oh, first off, yeah. Well, we pride ourselves in our bass. You know, we've got a pretty good bass line going on. So yeah, that first. And look, you know what we try and provide is a good variety of reggae and dub all the way through, as Dave said. You know, from 60s, 70s all the way through to modern stuff. You know, like we really don't try and box ourselves in. That's why we all sort of play different styles. And yeah, and when you come, we just want to put on a good party, and we just love playing our favourite tunes, and that's what it's all about,
yeah,
really.
A lot of it's about just celebrating our collections, really, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally understand where you're coming from with that. Are any of you guys into your production, or do you have plans to move into production?
Yeah, I do produce. I've got some other side projects that's not sort of reggae based, yep. But yeah, I'm moving into it since, you know, having a collection of records and learning a lot more about the styles that I want to do. So yeah, it's something in the pipeworks. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. No, good to hear. So, without giving too much away, would you guys just like to explain a little bit about your sound and the format you run on, any effects units and things like that?
All right. Pretty much it's straight up analog from start to finish. We do have a digital DJ mixer, I suppose purely for convenience with effects and stuff like that. For tonight's session, the vocals we're using a old school RE201. Or is it the 220?
201 Space Echo.
Yeah, the original tape Space Echo.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, we try to keep it as authentic as possible. Jace has just bought a Joe Red preamp, which we had to send back, but where's that at the moment? In Sydney?
It's in customs. But it was meant to be here for this dance. We didn't get here in time, so it'll be in the next couple of weeks. And once we get that, that'll be the icing on the cake for the sound system. Yeah,
we did do one session with it. Oh, it makes such a difference. It's, you know, just having so much control in one unit over the entire rig, and it means we can do away with, you know, the fiddly crossovers and bits and pieces that you know, give us a few headaches, you know. Yeah.
Which you saw, yeah.
That we're just dealing with. Yeah.
And I think it'd be safe to say from the three of us, it's less about us and more about the music. We're largely playing music, you know, 30, 40 years old, and it's just having a huge respect for that and people who enjoy that and sharing it with them. You know, we're not doing anything new, we're not doing anything different. It's been happening for a long time, and it's just about respect for the original artists and how they provided the dances back in the day. You know, it's great coming from a lot of electronic music in the last 20 years in Australia. Back to a warm, soulful vibe is what hooked me into reggae.
Yeah, and I think the community's also grown around that sort of you know, idea as well, which is kind of good, you know, like a lot of the sessions hosted by all the Melbourne systems, you know, you feel as if you're not there to see somebody. Sometimes maybe you are, but, you know, it is more about a community vibe that I've noticed from other genres and scenes. So it's, yeah, very, very positive.
Yeah, we've got a good thing going on here in Melbourne. So it's fresh. It's you know, the sound system culture here is not that old, really. I mean, Derek's been around doing it for a long time. There's been a few other rigs, but yeah, now it's the last 3 years. So 3 years, it's really sort of taken off. And I've got a feeling. I know for a fact that eyes from Europe are on us over here because everyone's knowing that there's an evolving scene coming up in Melbourne, and I'm proud to be a part of that, really. And I think we all are, because I mean, I love I'm reading a book called Bass Culture at the moment, which is the history of sound system culture. And I love it. I'm obsessed with it. So I want to be a part of it. That's it.
It's our golf.
Yeah, it is. It's our golf. It's expensive golf, but it's what we do. So yeah, I love it.
No, it's great to hear, like, such passion, and it's great. So this session tonight, you're running it with Solidarity Sound from Byron Bay.
Yep.
I'd just like to say how you hooked up with them, and what's going down tonight.
Well, Joe Dubs is from Byron Bay. He was down at one of our sessions last October. We did 3 sound systems in a basement in the centre of Melbourne. It was then called, I forgot the name of it now, the Night Owl. Sorry, it's now the Sub Club. Jeez. And we got chatting, and he just said, look, I've got a little sound system up in Byron Bay. If you feel like coming up, let's do it. And we filled the van, and I took my daughter up. We had a little holiday and went up there and did a few dances up there, and it was great. I mean,
played in the hills back behind Mullumbimby to a bunch of free-spirited, travelling kind of people, and it was really good to bring some big bass up. They're used to just hearing guitars around the campfire, I think, most of them.
Well, Joe's got a pretty good system going on. He's been out for a while now, and he's got an amazing collection. So, anyway, he was coming to Melbourne, and we sort of timed this dance for him coming to Melbourne because we wanted to. He put us on, so we want to put him on. So, and he's brought a really talented toaster with him, Jam English. So, looking forward to hearing him on the mic tonight. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's in the future this year for System Unknown?
Refit.
Yeah, this is actually our last dance before we're going to pull it apart and redo the top end.
Yep.
It needs to be done. It's not right, so we're going to get it better. Yep. So that'll take a couple of months, but we'll still be playing around town as we do. We also do gigs without sound system, so do that. And then I think there's rumour. I don't want to say too much, but there's rumour of another basement session. Later on in the year, I think October, November, and then we'll hit summer, and then that's when we go outdoors. We'll hit the parks, and we've got an annual now called Boxing Day Bass and Burgers. So we'll be doing that again this year, for one and all. And yeah, watch out in your parks around Melbourne. We'll be sneaking up and doing some bass on a Sunday.
Yeah, well, that sounds good to me. Where can we find you guys online and that sort of thing?
SoundCloud, just search for System Unknown Sound or Roots Radicals on SoundCloud. Also Facebook, System Unknown Sound. Like the pages, keep up to date.
We're constantly up there just to get the promo out. That's it. Yeah.
Lots of cat photos. That's your bag.
Yeah, whatever works in the promo game, you just gotta do it.
Silly pictures gets their attention.
So any last words for the people out there?
If you're planning on coming tonight, we look forward to seeing you. It's a bit late for promo because we've opened the doors.
People are packing in.
But link up on social media and like our stuff.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, we got System Unknown Sound, Nice Up TV. I'm Hawkeye. Thanks.
You've been watching Nice Up TV. Rewind and come again.